What's going on, guys? Rage Align here. I think tonight's going to be a shorter video. Um, didn't really have much. Well, I guess I don't really have much to talk about tonight. However, I did jot something down that I was thinking about earlier, so that's progress. Um, but I think that the biggest thing that was kind of circulating through my head today. Sorry that we're kind of jumping right into it, but stay prepared. Uh, I told you guys there's like no structure on these videos, so it's just however I'm feeling at the time. Also, ignore my hair. Oh my. Yeah, just ignore that. Anyways, I was thinking today, and even just prior to this whole ordeal transpiring with Ashton, uh, life has been kind of difficult to enjoy, I guess. It's hard to find enjoyment in things, and I was just thinking about trying not to put it. Sorry if I'm like absolutely blowing your guys' eardrums out right now, but I started to put it in anime terms. But this is really the only way that I can kind of think about it in my head. But I feel like life is 90% filler. Think like Naruto Shippuden towards the end when Kaguya showed up towards the end and they were stuck in that dream state. I was watching that live as it was airing. That was like 6 months of real world time. That was just filler. That goes out to the people that produced Naruto, just for that specifically. But I feel like life is 90% filler and about 10% canon, and uh, in a weird way, this whole thing is kind of. I know I've been touching on it a lot, but just not taking things for granted has kind of really spun my perspective on things. Because in the past, I found it very difficult to find things that are fun or enjoyable to do in life. I feel like life as a whole is pretty unenjoyable, and you only really appreciate life in the moment when you're having fun. But then you kind of get by yourself again and you're like, damn, kind of sad again, like not much going on. So you kind of just live life for those few canon events that go up, which at the end of your life looking back, I mean, you'll have a lot of them. You'll probably have hundreds of them if you've lived a full life. Just very key things that you think shaped you into who you are today, or just memorable moments. Uh, and I always just kind of thought of it as like I live uh, to I would rather I was talking to one of my cousins uh, following this whole incident that happened, and we were talking about how he has brothers and one of his brothers has passed away, and he's older. He's in his late 50s, close to 60 years old at this point. And we were just talking about he wants to outlive all of his brothers, sisters. He already outlived both his parents, so he. We were just talking about this, and he said, yeah, "I would rather them die before me. I would rather be the one at all their funerals. That way, they don't have to go through the pain of having to deal with losing a loved one." And that really stuck with me. And I was just thinking about it today, and I was like, life is pretty overall unenjoyable. But you torture yourself so that others aren't tortured. And I think that that's the silver lining of this whole situation is it doesn't matter how much pain you're going in the moment or going through in the moment. uh, it's unimportant, because at the end of the day, you know that the second that you stop feeling that pain, everyone around you is going to feel that. You don't lose that. That energy doesn't go away when you die. It just gets transferred. All that pain, anguish, whatever you're feeling, all those negative emotions, they don't go away when you die. They just get passed on to the people that are closest to you. So, and that's not me. Just that's not. I'm not trying to sit here and say that I'm like severely suicidal. Like I want to die. Like that's not the point of my message. I'm just saying it's hard for me to find enjoyable things in life, or passions is what people would call them. Don't really know what my passion is in life, but I know that at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because I'm still here. I'm gonna be here for as long as God sees fit for me to be here. Um, you know, again, He could call me up tomorrow. He could call me up in my sleep tonight. But at the end of the day, it's you live life for other people. You don't do it for yourself. You do it for anyone that you love, anyone around you that you care about. Those are the most important people, and I guess that's the sucks that it took losing my brother for me to kind of come to this realization. But you just live for other people. It doesn't matter if you're unhappy with life. If you can go see one of your friends or one of your family members or whoever it may be, and you can put a smile on their face, that's what really matters. So again, going back to what I was saying last night, if in the unfortunate circumstance that I passed away suddenly, and it doesn't have to be soon, just in general, I hope that you guys can pass this video around and know that I love you guys. And if it weren't for you guys, I would have no meaning in life, no purpose. And you guys are my purpose at life. I love hearing you guys, all of you, every single one of you. I love hearing you guys laugh and telling stupid jokes and, sending pictures of me from 8th grade. You know who you are. But yeah, I just love you guys and I appreciate you. Also, shout out to you, Mom, if you are watching this, since you watched my last two. But yeah, that's pretty much all I had to talk about. I will say this before I end it off, though. I just finished watching, on a happier note, I just finished watching Dexter Resurrection, and my honest thoughts on it, I honestly think it's the third best season of Dexter ever, including the original series, New Blood, Original Sin, and then now Resurrection. I think that the first season of Resurrection is the third best season of Dexter ever. And if any Dexter heads want to come in here and say that I'm an idiot or whatever else, 2 of those for you. Sorry, I gotta stop being so vulgar, I'm sure. I apologize for my lack of class. Mom, you'll understand that. But I think season 4 of the original Dexter is the best season. Argue with a wall. Season 1 of the original Dexter. Argue with a wall again. And then at number 3, I would put season 1 of Dexter Resurrection. It really tied everything together. I really enjoyed it. I hope that everyone stays in good health and they can come out with the second season. But anyways, here's one last thought, and this is going back to morbid stuff, but it's not that morbid because again, I'm praying for a long life with all of you beautiful individuals out there who I hold dearly to my heart. But I have Ashton's chain, and I took it to my eldest sister today she's going to take it to a jeweler and have it turned into a bracelet. I'm going to wear it right here on my wrist. We'll never take it off. And so he was wearing that chain when the accident happened. So I guess he wasn't wearing it when his heart officially stopped, but I mean, he wore it when he died, essentially. When he was living on his own without the machines, he was wearing it. during the accident and everything else. And I just had a thought of, I'm never going to take it off. So at some point in my life, well, I guess when my life ends, hopefully in, we'll say, 45 years. How old would I be? 6, 7. Sorry. But hopefully, whatever, I will, we'll both die wearing that same piece of jewelry. So you guys might see that as morbid. I think it's nice and keeps me connected to him through life and death. Also, I saw one of those little, like the dust devils, the little tiny little twisters that happen on the ground where they like kick up gravel and dust and dirt and whatever else, and maybe a mole or two. I saw one of those today out in the circle drive. Nice. Anyways, I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching this video. Comment suggestions, please. This is my second time in a row asking about it. Please comment suggestions. I love you guys. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day or evening. And peace.